you know, this looks like a balanced diet, but in actual fact, we were fed lies as children growing up. It could have been a balanced diet, and I'm sorry to say this for people who are maybe of a different descent from other continents, but for Africans, I kid you not, this is, for me, like one of the biggest breakthrough things I've discovered. And I know Uzi, Dr. Sabi believed that we needed to only have natural plants, seeds, that kind of stuff. He didn't even believe in dairy. And he reduced meat to being like blood, because the first, think about it, right? The first kind of thing that's created, anything, a pregnant woman or whatever, you start off as blood, a blood clot. And then you grow into an embryo and everything else, and then you become a person. So the first point of life is blood, right? So even with an animal like a cow, that first, when the mother gets pregnant, the first element is blood. So that's why Dr. Sabi wasn't for that. And a lot of vegans and vegetarians will tell you guys the same thing. It's the idea that everything started with blood. We are made of blood. We're eating each other, basically, And I am not afraid to say that I'm not vegan. I'm not vegetarian. I'm not ready to walk that path, because I do believe that we are supposed to, I just love meat. Maybe one day I'll cross that bridge when I get there, but I really, really just love meat. And I think that every time, obviously we cheat, right? So I've had my times where I've cheated, where I'm just like, okay, guys, I'm going to try, and I'm just going to have it once. I'm just going to have it once, and then you end up like eating pap, and then you gain weight again, and you're just like, what am I doing wrong? The minute I get off it and I'm just eating, just like a hack for you guys, like beef stew without the pap. So like the meat, the veggies, the veggies, the meat, the veggies, the veggies. Eventually you do get full, right? And the honest truth is that it breaks down far much faster in your body, right? Another thing is for you to like consistently drink water, allow for all the fluids to enter in and out of your bloodstream. And the problem is that we're eating foods that absorb. We're eating foods that don't break down, Yes, Shisanya, Masandile, exactly. We are out there putting all these things into our bodies, and our bodies can't break these things up. Even worse when we get older, because your metabolism slows down. So you're getting bigger, you're getting fatter, So I just wanted us to talk about that today, because I thought it was extremely important. Hence, I'm streaming both on Gigi Lamayne and the Gogo Tina Akua page, because I believe that what we put into our bodies is what we'll bring out, So a lot of people run around and say, I'm sick, but are we having the right, diets? Somebody said something to me, and this broke my heart, and I was just like, you know what? This is where genetics come in. Now, I'm a child, guys, who grew up ShopRites, Super Safe, these these affordable supermarkets. And somebody told me that the reason why there are certain more expensive food stores, I don't want to name them here, but you know them, is because the quality of the food is better, which means if you and I cannot afford to go into that store, these people or people above, are getting better quality food, and that means a better quality, a better chance at life, right? So they give us all the bad food and we get the extras and all the bad quality things. But then the rich, then who can afford that certain brand that sell food, them, they would then be assured a better quality of life. And that's so unfortunate, because we live in a time where, not everyone is able to afford. More people are poor than rich. So, I mean, if you're able to buy that brand, great for you. But what happens to the person who can't? That means now we have to rely on our genetics to be able to help us, fight that. So just a little, food for thought, something very short, something very concise, something that we should be all thinking about when it comes to food and what we're putting in our bodies. Like I said, low battery thing. I'm really struggling, guys, especially when it comes to like just, it's really hard. It's not easy. Like, And I know I've heard of people who've gone for 3 days without eating and it's just water. And I'm having water, and literally my diet, like right now, my menu is like hot water, then cold water, hot water, then cold water. And it's really about trying to discipline my mind. So just food for thought. I want you guys to be able to really try to assure quality of life, at least even if you're buying from, wherever the local spas are, just make sure with all you have that you are trying to do the balanced diet thing. I see exercise, that's great, but for those who don't exercise, like, I think it's really important that we have that diet. So I'm just challenging everyone who's on this live now, get yourself a portion of meat, get yourself ama-veggie, get some butternut, carrots, izinto ezinjalo, and then you mix them together. Udle ngathi stew esingena rice or stew esingena pap. And let's try and do that for 2 weeks. And I'd really like to hear what people's testimonies are on it, because it is something new I'm trying. And who knows, I might just have a really nice workout and fitness plan. I mean, you guys know, like about 3 years ago, like, I had gained massive weight, and now, okay, I don't want to show you guys, I'm a little, yeah, but I'm reading comments, sorry. 3 years ago, I was far much, than this, and yeah, I am today, right? I've lost some weight, and I'm still going to lose more weight, not because, of society or anything else. It's just something I want to do. I just feel prettier, when I'm a little smaller, and then, like, working on my fat ass, and, so I'm just really trying to do that. So anyone who wants to do it with me, I mean, this is not restricted to girls. Only if you're a guy and you're really just trying to test yourself, let's do that. I met an amazing person yesterday who actually advised me on this diet thing, and they are a spiritual leader, and they're somebody that we all look to, not necessarily in the church, but in terms of African tradition. And he's the one who just suggested that I had a little flush out and start fasting, and then I'm gonna do like fruits for the next few days, and then I'll go back to my meat. So after that, I've decided I'm going to cut out all up and nani. Of course, now and then I'll cheat, but for what it's worth, I'm going to really, really, really try to stick to this. And then you guys will let me know. Like, just check out my pictures, check out my Instagram, my Facebook. Let me know what y'all are thinking. But yeah, I just thought it was something great to touch on when we talk about where the roads cross one another. Beauty as well as health, and that's what people don't understand. The reason why when you Google something it says beauty and health is because it always comes together. When you're beautiful, you're healthy, you're happy. And when we speak of health, I'm speaking of your health spiritually as well. What you're putting into your body is very important. So yeah, I don't know if there's anyone who wants to ask questions.